Preservation Thursday, part 2, as they say in French, our French comrades. Part 2, and part 2 consists of the question of the week. With all this turmoil about HUD reimbursing on dump fees, our question of the week comes from the one, the only, the drop-dead gorgeous Kim Savage. Kim Savage, Women at Work, asked this question, and I think it's something that we should bring to the table for discussion, and not only discuss it, find out if it's a crime, and this is why. According to Mr. Carnes at HUD, who oversees the FSM, MM contract and all that kind of stuff, HECM and all, whatever all that stuff is, okay? All those alphabet letters we get from the government and bureaucracy, he oversees all that for HUD, okay? His exact quote was, ever since the 3.6 through, including the current 3.8 and 3.10, we have reimbursed, this is critical, we have reimbursed the primary vendor, the primary FSM vendor. That primary person is the one who signed a contract stating all the work was going to get done. That primary person would be single source, BLM, Inosha, PK Management, any outfit that has a contract directly with HUD. That's why they want your receipt. HUD is asking for the receipt over 10 yards because they reimburse. Now I want to ask you something. How much are you getting paid per cubic yard? HUD pays $50. If they're giving you 25 or 30, they're scraping. They're taking a good percentage of that fee. Okay? You put your money up. They don't. Why are they getting reimbursed and not forwarding it on to you? Why is it that this becomes part of your negotiation, folks? This is information that now is public information. It's not some secret NAMFS butt buddy code or something in the back room where they're all laughing at all the poor guys out there busting their hump to make a living. No. I wrote Craig Carnes a media inquiry, and he responded. Do you have a question, ladies and gentlemen? Do you have a question? Send a question in. But Kim's question, or you can put it in the comment. We got a comment section. You can make a question. But what Kim was saying, and this is, how does that work? How would that work? If I give them my receipt, how do they get paid? And that's what Mr. Carnes said. They pay the FSM. All they got to do is produce a receipt. They know they're subbing this work. Again, let's go back to Mr. Carnes. And Miss Satterfield. Miss Satterfield, why are you not utilizing local offices? Why are you not using the HUD office in Richmond, Virginia to contact Kim Savage, Women at Work, and have her do the work for you? Why must we have somebody in California sending a work order to Virginia, or in Dallas sending a work order to Nevada, or in Georgia sending a work order to Minnesota? Come on. All you have done is allowed for a system of corruption, theft, graft. There are so many things that can happen in that system. And thank you, NAMFS, under the supervision of Eric Miller, who continues to drive it home. Screw labor. We're not going to pay attention to labor. We're just going to make them be compliant while our members are not compliant and steal from labor. That's what I'm hearing. You are not showing any different. You have done the same thing for the last 7 years. Your members steal from labor. They pyramid around. You got a notion, handing something off to BLM, handing something off to a Acero, everybody taking a percentage. And then you're going to cheat labor out of reimbursables? Excuse me? Excuse me. Nobody sees this. Are you kidding me? You don't. I'm sorry, it makes no sense to me why this work bounces all over the country before the actual person doing the work gets the work, and for somebody pushing, here, let me send you a work order, take my percentage, let me send you a work order, take my percentage, 1,500 times a day. Sorry, folks, somebody seriously bumped their head here. I'm sorry, you can if you cannot put those dots together, that pyramiding dilutes the money stream. Number one, it should be going directly to labor. It should be going to whomever puts that money up front to complete the job. That's who should be getting paid the money out of the gate. Not an order mill across the country that cannot supervise the work, that cannot QC the work, that does not know how to do the work, that makes up requirements 80 yards. If it's over 80 yards, don't worry about it. We'll get it approved. Craig Carnes, the message was in the I'll put it in this one again. But he flat out said, that's not us, that's them. That's a lie, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a HUD requirement, and that's what they told you. It's a HUD requirement. It is not. He doesn't know where 80 yards even came from. He says it right there. It's made up. We can't address that. We don't know where that's not on us. It's not in the contract. We didn't put that in the contract. You're being lied to. You're being scammed, and you're being taken advantage of. Part 2 brought to you by Women at Work. Question of the week brought to you by Kim Savage, Women at Work. If you're in the Richmond, Virginia area, Mr. Carnes, Miss Satterfield, get a hold of this girl, man. Get a hold of Kim Savage. Why do we have to have all these elaborate contracts? Why do we have to? This is all a waste of taxpayer money. It's a waste of time when you could be going, hi, Kim, how are you today? Hey, great. We got a property at 808 Virginia Street. Can you go handle it, please? Hello? What's really going on? That's all it takes. She goes, does the work, goes back to this guy's office. Hey, Richard, I'm on my way over to your office. I'll be there with the picture so you can check things out and get your receipt, get you an invoice. Hello? Now it might take 30 days after that invoice is submitted for somebody in Washington, D.C. to get off their butt and cut a check. That's a different animal. But what I'm getting at is this work is going through way too many hands. There is not 20 pieces of pie. There's only 8. There's only 8. Pie's only so big. It's only so big, and there ain't no magic basket of fish that keep appearing to get people fed. Over 10 yards, HUD reimburses the primary. Whoever you get the work from, they're stealing from you. You paid the money to dump those fees. They did not. That money goes back to you, not them. Not only are they keeping your dump fees that you submit your receipt for, they're cheating photos, I guarantee it, because they're asking for way too many photos to prove work is done. And I'm sorry, but dirty commode with poop in it. Brush eating the poop out of the commode. Clean commode. If you can't see poop in the commode, clean commode, you don't belong QC-ing photographs. Period. If you can't see a lawn this high has been cut to that, you don't belong QC-ing photos. Period. If you can't see, there's only one reason for a date and a timestamp, maybe a date, but a timestamp on any service, and that is to show somebody that the winterization was set for 30 minutes. The pressure was in the tube for 30 minutes. That's the only aspect of any service in the property preservation industry that would even justify a timestamp. Any other use of a timestamp on photographs, you are punching a time clock. Period. That's end of discussion. Think about that. You get to 123 A Street. You pop that photo, 902. You do the lawn service. At the final photo, it's 907. How do you think they've gone from giving $100 down to 20? I don't make this stuff up. You can't. You can't. It happens. Once again, thank you for the question, Kim Savage. I appreciate that. Many people know I kind of got a soft spot for her, but her and I really do butt heads a lot about stuff in this industry. But I appreciate that question. Kim Savage, Women at Work, of course, Richmond, Virginia area. If you're in the area, give the gal a call. She can help you out. Does great work, and she's got good people working for her too. She also does stuff with animals and stuff. So if you got a property, you got critters on it, she figures out where all that is. She's good at what she does. Very good at what she does. And again, Kim, thanks for the question. If you got a question, put it down below. If you like what you hear, folks, give us a thumbs up. Once again, Cedar Valley Management, Brookstone Management, NVMS, Single Source, Acero, BLM, Anocean, Judy, and let's not forget Judy. Let's not forget Judy Vanoy Kaiser being investigated for contractor construction fraud in the state of Virginia. She is. That's your watch list, ladies and gentlemen. That's a watch list. You got somebody needs to be looked at for the watch list? Give me an email, alladayllc@gmail.com. alladayllc@gmail.com. We can do it. We can do it all day long, folks. Hey, it's going to be a great day. I'm having a good time. It is Preservation Thursday. About 10:30 a.m. on the Pacific Coast, ladies and gentlemen. Got some great pictures. If you're in it, you want to see some stuff from the sunset. Thomas Baldwin, one of the guys that we exchange in the GMO stuff. It's on the GMO Tuesday, folks. He posted a link to photographs. Off the hook, man. Him and his wife took some great shots up there in Oregon at the eclipse. You'll enjoy them. I did. They're fantastic. Thomas Baldwin, thanks for sharing them. I really do appreciate that. Another guy I don't see eye to eye with, but hey, we have a good time chatting all the time. I'll tell you that. Good guy. He's a decent guy, and he's pretty sharp, and he brings a lot to the table. If you're into the GMO, folks, GMO Tuesday coming up. GMO Tuesday coming up. I'm telling you what. Some crazy, crazy stuff. I got links coming. I've been posting links for the deal through Moms Across America. GMOs revealed. We'll talk to you guys in a while.